How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastrical. This is Cowboy Nation. Let's get to it. So, party people, we are rocking it. We've got our animals. We're just basically going to have a quick overview and then smash on through. We've got our animals from the place that we left, because obviously this is the new start. That's what I have to call it. New York. Just to be ultra confusing. Cows are what we're going to go into eventually, because our ideology, if we sow human-eaten plants, we get a -4. We're trying to play true to our ideology, so we're trying to avoid that altogether. The camels, we're sort of torn whether to keep them as pack animals, but we don't really travel too much. It's handy for events and whatnot. Really what we want is the milk. Now, we started with the camels, but then got the cows as an event, so it sort of worked quite nicely. But they're set up on hay grass and some dandelions, right? Yep. And then we've got our very simple base here, where it's basically sleeping spots, dining room, you know, the jam. Some daylilies for some very nice beauty, if I do say so myself. Stockpile, cooking, butchering, and then research room. Basically going to be our crafting room down the line. We've got Christoph on a breakdown, but let's be honest, his whole life is a breakdown. We got one turret because. Hill route, we've got cotton going down, and we're also planning some cactuses just to get some wood. Basically means then we don't have to worry about running around the map trying to look for it. And geothermal generator. I know it looks weird, but always remember that obviously we came from greatness, party people. We came from a great base, but due to the party people at home not helping me with the infestation, that's how we're going to spin this. I'm a politician now. That's why we had to move. Definitely the reason. And we do have a seed here. I'm not going to make the same mistake because I was sort of planting them a bit too near this tree. So what I might do is actually just keep it even out of this zone altogether. Is sort of what I'm thinking. Like, even if we have the trees down the line, maybe like down here. So if I like aim to plant, it's got its own. So we could try and like have a mega garden. I actually didn't realise they were all zoned, and I was just being a bit of silly goose when I did it last time. But I think the plan is to obviously have them as close as possible. Anyway, I have to admit I do like the little road that goes through our little town, village, whatever. So, what is the plan for today? That's a good question. We have heavy SMGs and whatnot. I would like to. I think priority is probably getting beds up for everyone. That's probably going to be the most important thing we can do. We are starting to get tattered apparel, so let's have a quick look of what that is and if we can do anything about that. So cowboy hats. Is that the same with Frigo as well? It's funny enough. So maybe that's the first thing we tackle this episode. So we're going to get beds up, but we're also going to get electric tailor bench, which doesn't really matter where it goes. Is this all a growing zone or just that bit? Just that bit. We're trying to keep the growing zone up there at the moment because it just makes everything beautiful and it's just fairly easy to maintain. But yeah, we got the 2 batteries and the turret last episode because we had to do it. What was it? It was a toxic fallout spear that we had to destroy. And we were able to rob them from the pirates. So thank you, pirates. Other than that, let's get on speed 3. And then hopefully, resource-wise, what are we looking at? We should actually be able to get the beds done hopefully tomorrow, which would be good. So these cactuses are starting to grow, which is nice. We've still got the growing zone over the berries, which is good. I think I just hit my mic by accident. Too excited, party people. Loads of berries here, but I don't really want them travelling too far, but we'll sort of see how it goes and go from there. We are low on food, so let's actually hunt some camels just because they give like a lot of meat per yield, if that's the way to say it. So there they go. They're coming down there to hunt. Lovely. Hunting with heavy SMGs. That's how you do it. The ancient danger that we will have a look at some point. But let's get on our feet first. Let's get the lay of the land, so to speak. Actually, we could have a growing zone up here. So while this series has been going on for a while, because we've had to move, it sort of has that new series flow to it, so to speak. So we're sort of just getting our bearings of the map. Making sure we've got all the grow zones that we need. That's not too far away. But I don't want to push the colony too far too early. Currently we're researching Devil Strand so we can get into the Devil Strand business. Then hopefully we can get away from cloth quite quickly. Not that it's, you know, tragic to stay on it, but... Problem with this, I wish I put it somewhere else now because it would have been really good to have all our trees alongside there. But let's not worry about that first. While that's a good thing to set up, it's not the be-all and end-all. So if we went one there, so we could actually start putting them around here. Can we put them on the desert? We can. Interesting. Wonder if that affects them in any way, shape or form. Right, Christoph is out of his breakdown. Alright, I did want to get the beds up and I ended up getting no beds up. So let's try and get 2 beds up. So at least it has been somewhat productive today. And then at least 2 people are going to be slightly happier. At least with the comfort, if nothing else. There we go. What standard of bed are they? Excellent. And good. Yep, I'll take that. Cow is pregnant. Lovely. It's not insulting someone. It's just our cows. Tattered apparel. So the first thing we need is cowboy hats. Because cowboy hats, because of our ideology, also give us a +2. Because we got to really, like, lean into the cowboyness. Right, cowboy hat. Do until you have... Just do until you have, like, 2. You don't need, like, tons in the stockpile. And then we do have loads of camel hide. Where we've been killing all the camels for food. So that works really nicely. Have we got someone on Taylor? We have Rue on Taylor, but the problem is Rue is a constructor. You do have a passion for Taylor, so I might do 2 construction, 1 Taylor. Not going to be tons of Taylor jobs, but when they come up, I do want them done. See, now we get into the situation where then, as long as we don't queue up, like, too many jobs, because obviously if we need constructing, it does need to get done, really. And then we do need to start to think about a perimeter wall and whatnot. But it's going to be, it's already like quite a big base that we've got here. But I think for at the moment we should be okay, but that is famous last words. I would like to make sure the blocks are flowing through the treasury. What I also do is make sure we drop on the floor because the haulers can then sort that out. Right, we're straight away going to do that. Love ya, love ya. Then hopefully the tattered apparel will disappear quite quickly. Let me make sure it's not... Oh. Whee! Already sorted. Love it, love it, love it. One colonist idol is Christoph because he only has 1 leg, no arms. And yeah, only 1 leg. There's not really too many jokes to make about that. At some point it's a failure on the colony and not on Christoph. We've got a bit of time, so we should be able to get some more beds up. We should be able to get them all up today, shouldn't we? 1, 2, 3. Saying that, no, we do need some more wood, so let's queue up some orders to cut them down. Not tons near us. Yeah, I think we're sort of getting to the period now where the tree business is done, so we do need them trees that we're setting up to grow. How are we doing on collecting berries? Not great, but we are using them. So let me set up a big grow zone here, so then they can collect all of these. The only problem with doing this is obviously it would take them some time to get down here. Then just don't allow sowing, so then we can harvest all them. Lovely. Especially the ones on the fertile grass. I wonder if it's probably better prioritising them. I'll probably just not worry about them and just prioritise that big batch, And then that batch, and only because that's close. So it sort of makes sense being able to do. Other than that, we're going strong, party people. But yeah, it's just defences then we need to worry about. How many blocks have we got? That's what we need to look, is what block that we have is the toughest. So we've got sandstone, which is 420. We're just looking at hit point value. And then it's limestone and slate that we've got. Limestone 465. Then what's slate? 390. So limestone is what we're going to have to use. Okay. So then what we'll do, because we know we're using limestone for our defences, we're just going to up this, let's say 250, and then unpause at 115. Just because we know we're using that for our defences, so we're going to want more of that. And do we want to start putting in our defensive wall in now? We'd like to do all the beds, so let's worry about sorting them out first. The problem is we are running out of wood, and I'm being very stubborn with it, but wood beds are just so good to, like, not focus on doing. I don't really want to then start making stone beds and stuff like that, because getting that comfort modifier when they sleep would be absolutely perfect. So let's try and achieve our goals in that respect. And then we're sort of off to the races, really. There's not much more. I know low food, but we're sort of another ancient danger. So I'll just mark that with a D. Like my middle name, party people. Danger. No, I don't know how I'm this cool either. It just happens naturally. Yeah, then we've got to put a kill box in. So to be fair, we need to start putting this outer wall up. Because the next attack will probably be too slow for it anyway. In the form of, like, because before we get, you know, the kill box up or anything. But if we can actually start putting it up, at least then we're not, like, totally behind. Because we don't want to get to a point where we put it up so late that then, you know, such a big attack happens that then we're really in trouble. It would be funny for you party people, but I think I might break down and cry. So we've only got 60 wood at the moment. I think a lot of it is hanging on getting these cactuses up here to harvest. We might only need like one full harvest of this, so then we can probably just stop it. Psychic Smooth Mail, thank you very much. Take that all day long. We're putting a wooden door in here. Problem is, I do like wooden doors because how quickly you can exit and enter into them. But the problem... Maybe I need to do what you party people said and get auto door. How quick does it open though? Like 120%. Problem is when you go to bricks, it opens so slow. I just don't like the hit points on the wood. But that's why I normally double wall it. So we might go auto doors. Do they still work if the electric goes down? Like, I'm assuming they need electric, right? Yeah. So it could be a problem if electric goes down, but maybe like internally use them, but not probably on our defences. I don't know, let me know, pipe people. 2 research benches. I don't know if that's cutting the mustard. We are getting research done. The thing is, until we can get Christoph back on his feet, let's have a look at the quality of these beds. Good. Normal. Don't like a normal bed. Deconstruct. Good or above, please. Like, let's have a look. So a normal wooden bed. Comfort is 0.75. Beauty is 1. Rest effectiveness 100%. If we look at a good, yeah, it's just that, just a boost in comfort. Obviously, excellent is 93, and what's good? Yeah. So I think if we aim to get above normal quality, so Devil Strand is done. Let's get straight on to auto doors, Because I think you party people are right. I do rely on doors quite a lot, so actually being able to do auto doors could be quite handy. Like if the power goes down, are they just going to, like, stay open? Or do they just go back to a normal door? That's the only thing I want to see. So Devil Strand, let's get that growing. We can probably grow that in here. Because that's going to be really, really good for us. Have we got the 10? I imagine we have got the 10 growing skill. Yeah, we got growing 20, 14, 4. Okay, we got a lot of growers. But we do require that for this playthrough, so... Or for what we're doing, I should say. Cargo pods, the game feels sorry for us. Bison wool, we will sell it if nothing else. Wonder if we put a fence around this just to keep it all nice and cozy. Alright. Let's replace... So we're getting some wood in now, so let's try and build some more... I think that's the one mod that I do need to add. I know there's a mod where it just makes it hella easy, so it's just like they automatically keep building until you get the quality you want. So if we can get these beds up beforehand, that would be great. Ugh, normal bed again. A good bed. A good bed. We could probably get them all up, to be fair. Alright, low food. Well, saying that, we've got a lot of fine meals, which is obviously very, very nice. Lots more stuff has come onto the map. Let's kill the gazelles. Another good bed. Another good bed. Perfect. We'll get rid of that normal bed. We'll try and get that quality up, just so they have more comfort. I assume it doesn't affect the beauty. Oh, it does. That's handy. So what does excellent? Just 3. Wait. Oh, okay, cool. And then a normal bed, just 1, yeah? Yeah. That's handy. Busted ship. Clearworld medicine's interesting because we have no medicine. The only problem with that quest is if the attack is too big and they come for us, obviously we don't have any defences up currently. Ambrosia just set up a growing zone, so then that gets automatically harvested. So we're slowly getting the perimeter wall up. I don't want to go too quickly or anything. Got a mad iguana that we will have to... Saying that, can you take it out, Frigo? I'll love you forever. Nice. Okay. So let's get this limestone, because I think we're going to bring this limestone wall all the way to, like, here. Like, I'm going to go limestone door. Because I suppose eventually we don't really... We're going to have such a big base, then we're not going to need to go too far out. Obviously we will need to, but... We'll go with that and then we'll see how we go. Inside is where then we'll make up through, like... I know it's only a little movement loss, but we need to keep an eye on these things. Because every second we slow down a colonist, it's just a second less we can do something, especially if they're traversing the map or something. I want to get this bed from normal quality to good or excellent. I don't want to keep bossing our colonists around, so I'm sort of trying to let them do stuff on their own. If I need to, I will. Just because moods are pretty sky high. But I think it has helped being able to obviously get the technology that we've needed to do up quick. Nice. Does that get all the beds? No, we'll get a wooden dresser up here as well. Okay, so who is our best constructor? So we've got 18 and we've got 13. So almost, can you come and... He's building a limestone wall at the moment, but... Want to prioritise getting this garrison up into a good standard at least. Right, let's try this again almost, if we can get this awesome. Excellent would be good, but good would be good. Excellent is excellent. Almost. Then can you get the... I want you to do it because you can do it to hopefully a better quality. A good dresser which adds to comfort and hits all of these beds, I believe. Cool, cool, cool. And makes the room just a little bit more purdy as it is. We are going to have to focus on cleaning at some point. But alas, that will not be today, party people. I'm sorry to deny you, but I'm supplying you with the best. Devil Strand has gone down, so that'd be really good, especially in the heat. I say the heat as I'm in like a scorching room, keep wiping my forehead down with a towel. But for the party people, there's nothing I wouldn't do. I put myself through the same trials my colonists are through. Do you believe me? Like, at some point. Right, and then put a door there. Don't care too much. Right, there we go. So at least that's set in. Then we can possibly plant this tree. What, in here? Just back a little bit. Yeah, plant that. Let's get these druids back up, because I really like the system we had last way round, where at least early on we would just use them as our haulers pretty much, so then we could focus on cleaning and whatnot. I love when an attack comes in and I just keep talking nonsense, because I'm like, if I don't acknowledge it, did it happen? Just seeing... They will breach our walls. There is 11 of them, which isn't good for us. It's not shocking for us, but it's not good for us. So, is it Regina that can't fight, or is it Jenkins? Jenkins. Right, turn this turret on. Alright, we do have heavy SMGs, so we need to just make sure... Right, let's grab everyone that can fight. And then where's going to be... Because I don't want them to dart behind cover. That's the only thing. So we got that turret. They're going to come down here. What have they got? Just bows, right? Because I don't want to fight them here, because they'll grab hold of that corner and actually do a bit of damage to us. But there's not a lot of cover. Right, the melee people are coming fast, so I wonder if we can run behind all this cover over here quickly. So that's going to be the plan. Let's go on speed 1. I don't know if that's going to work. Saying that, can we use these cactuses as cover yet? %35%. It's not great. However, when you've got no cover, it's not too bad. So let's jump behind these. So then hopefully we can catch them and we're in cover and they're not. And then if our melee people need to run into them, we can. Okay, we're going to get caught off guard if we're not careful. There we go. So burden, just to slow them down. Alright, our melee people are going to have to get involved here. Lovely, lovely. Seedlings, if we can do burden again, if we don't have to mistake. Hands gets in there, lovely, lovely, lovely. I don't mind these getting shot at. Obviously down the line they'll have shield belts, so them holding aggro is great for our shooters, because our shooters probably going to do the most damage. Right, you get in there. Rue, can you just help him out? There we go. Nicely done. I think we've done that really, really nicely. And yeah, perfect. Regina, how hurt are you? You're fine. See, and that's why I really love keeping the game going, like with the caravan, because the amount we're learning with combat and how we're, because let's be honest, party people, like however many series ago, I wouldn't have led our troops to that sort of victory. It's handy having that turret because they'll avoid us. They won't come this way, which is actually handy with breaches because then you can sort of force them the way you want them to go. No, done very, very nicely, I must say. Right, Christoph, I believe we're going to try and operate on you because this is going to be the best conditions that we're actually going to have for quite a while. What I will do, I'm trying to put everyone up on free on clean that it won't like affect their workload. Will affect, apart from the researchers. I don't want to affect the researchers because the more we can research, the better. There we go. So, Rue, I want you to clean this room if that's okay. And Christoph, so we're going to operate because he's got one leg missing and 2 arms and a jaw. Like he's feeling the pinch. No herbal medicine. Oh, are we out of herbal medicine? Okay. Well, not long, and then we'll be able to get him back to work. Right, we do need to... This isn't linked to anyone. So... Possibly Hat. No, let's get Frigo. Yeah, because he's got psychic sensitivity, but that doesn't really do anything with the trees, I suppose. So let's get Frigo on here first. Because he's 1 on plant cut anyway, so it doesn't actually... Obviously, it's going to stall him a bit because he has to spend time pruning the tree and whatnot, where he says pruning it. So then we're going to set the Dryad for Carrier, and then it will haul stuff. Early game. I think the haul is quite strong early game, or it feels strong. Interesting how it doesn't fall on the rough slate. I assume we can't, like, remove the floor or... No, that's fine. Not going to get perfect placement on these trees, and we do want quite a few. Then later game, Ambrosia Sprout. Then later game, I feel like we can then turn them all into warriors and stuff like that. Perfect. Christoph's got the flu, of course he has. Our best doctor, obviously we have no medicine at the moment. Is Jenkins, let me turn them off. Oh, we do have some herbal medicine now. Just seen it been harvested on the floor, so that's not too bad. Just making sure Jenkins was going to go grab it. 10 quality, 70%, I think 70% should be okay. For the flu, that is. We caught it quite early. We actually got some medicine. Obviously, if we didn't have medicine, we'd be in a little bit more trouble. But right, another episode where we have actually improved. We're starting to build the perimeter wall, which is good. Frigo's got that, so hopefully we can get that Dryad pumping. All these steel slag chunks. Okay, this grow zone's still going. I don't think we'll need to do it too many times, though. Just need a little bit of wood just to boost us up. But the garrison's going okay. Everyone's mood is relatively okay. Obviously, there's much more stuff we need to do. But I feel like defense is the next thing we need to worry about. Because if we didn't have heavy SMGs, that could have been worse than what it was. However, we did. So we smashed it, party people. I never let you down. I want that on a t-shirt. Tazastical never lets you down. Low medicine. Can't really do too much about that. We probably need to hunt in the morning. So to be fair, that works quite nicely because then we can just start hunting the camels. And until Devil Strand pops up, we can just keep making camel leather. Gear-wise, is there anything else that's coming close to, like, t-shirt? We want to go to... It's a t-shirt because I believe the button-down shirt gives us more cover, you party people are saying. I listen, party people, I listen. So we all got t-shirts. See, the button-down shirt, yeah, gives much more cover. So we need to go button-down shirt, really. So let's queue that up as well. So the button-down shirt. Let's just make sure there's always 2 in the stockpile. So only allowed ingredients, clear all, camel hide, there we go. Just give us some more cover, more protection. We need to make sure we're looking out for our party people. But if Christoph got the flu, because I did want to operate on him, but I don't want something... Should we risk it? No, let's wait until he's healed. Let's not risk it. We do need to get rid of these bodies. So let's get a slate, because I don't know if we're going to use slate too much, are we? So where are we going to put this? That we're not going to have to like instantly regret moving. Maybe just here for the time being, like right next to here. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but it's a lot of resources to keep moving if you mess up. But down here, because it's always going to be this stockpile and whatnot down here. So I'm just going to put it over here. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll even do a dumping stockpile. So if I shrink this one down here, haul this, so then we'll make a dumping stockpile down here just for dead bodies, dead human bodies. Clear all, critical, fresh or rotten, human corpses. There we go. So then it's right next to there. Queue them up to be hauled. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Shrink that zone just a little bit. Food binge, serious pain. Okay, that's fine. It's all part of the master plan, party people. Right, I'm going to turn off sewing now. I think that's enough trees and wood and whatnot. It's probably going to be way too much. Because we're sort of done on the wood train now. Do any of the blocked walls that we have give beauty? Because I know marble does, but I don't know if any of the others do. Sandstone, no. Limestone, no. Slate, no. So what's the easiest thing to build with? Work to build 14. 16. So sandstone's like quite easy. Obviously wood is just super easy, but the flammable nature of it makes me nervous, not going to lie. Christoph, how are you doing? Yeah, you're doing fine. Cow is pregnant, that's what we like to hear. Just sounds like I'm insulting someone. My OCD's kicked in, so the doors 33 away. 33 away. Another limestone door, thank you. Just make sure we've got enough doors to come in, so we're saving like as much time. I like the tougher doors, so then if raiders follow us in, they have to like really break down something. Gives us a chance to, you know, move to defend it, or it gives them a chance to lose aggro and not break through. If we decide it's slowing us down too much down the line, then we can change it, no worries. Order encampment. Guarded by 5 pirates. I mean, the problem is, like, if the rewards were, like, 500 steel. Okay. Now we've got to do something. So ship park has come down. It will destroy the wildlife around it. Okay. Now, it's actually quite handy that it's gone into the bottom corner, because at its fullest range, it will probably never actually reach up here. We've got no rush to get rid of it just because... One, I don't want to. We've got no rush because all it's going to do is kill the grass. So currently we are going to leave it. However, we possibly should make a zone to just stay away from it if nothing else. I guess we can just do area 1. I just want to stay well away from it. We do our little trick where we colour in the area we don't want them to go in. Then we go manage, invert, and then it's selected everything else. And we'll just put all our colonists in that. There we go. Frigo, doing the work we need. Love it. Doing some research, and we're plodding along. I think that's safe to say. We are plodding along. Why is this not getting built? Because we're going to start to get negative. Alright, we need component. Oh. Well, that makes more sense. Rather than, like, you guys are lazy, it's my incompetence. Who would have thought, party people? Don't say anything. It's rhetorical. Don't be mean. Right, luckily because we're on top of everything, every time I tell them to do something, it gets done with relatively good speed, which is nice. There we go, so we got that component, so almost can then start working on that. Cow's given birth, love it, love it, love it. So animals, we can start to slaughter our camels, because we're replacing them with just cows. Because the milk that cows get is just basically replacing us if we were growing rice or something. We will probably have to extend them eventually. If they need a new home, we can put them in a new home. It's no worries. Currently, they're doing fine, though. And any hay that is harvested is put in here. But we would like to do straw all in there. Have we got any cloth yet? No, because I would like animal flap. Can we do our camel hide? We can. So let's put that in, that in, that in. Nice. Just the straw, just so the filthiness doesn't get as bad, which just makes our life easy. What do we need on this? Needs 150 bricks. Colonist needs treatment, Christoph. Jenkins, can you help him, please? Just so this flu doesn't kill him. Because actually, Christoph, we do forget because he's been, like, out of action for so long. You know, double passion for intellect on 15. Even the double passion in social is really good. But he's also the, you know, our medical staff as well. So I suppose we'll get him back on his feet. But we need to sort out these dead bodies because they are going to actually cause us some breakdowns if we're not careful. But I would like to cremate them rather than put them in a grave. Almost is resting. Needs slate blocks. So you're not going to build that until you've got enough slate blocks. Okay, gotcha. Right, I'm going to up that by 200 and up that by 200. No, that's just silly. Let's go 250, but with these, just unpause are like 75, right? Problem is, I need you to make them. Let's go 250. That for the moment, because I need 150 slate blocks, otherwise they're not going to build that. So we're going to go unpause at 150. Oh, sorry. Just make 300 of everything and unpause at 150. Give everyone some blocks, so then we don't hit a problem where we're waiting for blocks for anything. And then when we come to build stuff, we've got all the resources done and dusted. Rue looks like building the last one. There we go. Let's build this. Should have enough now. Fingers crossed. Just because if we get them dead bodies gone, then we ain't got to worry about the mood losses that they will bring. There we go. Rue's building it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Proper team player. We do need to roof it. And we will need to bring a power conduit down. How are we doing on steel? Okay, probably want to mine a little bit of steel, just so we have a little bit in the colony. We've got some silver here that I'm also interested in getting. Got to keep the money flowing. Right, we've got cotton coming. Devil's Strand has taken a very long time. Cotton will also allow us to make sure we're replacing our... what are they? The flak vests, so at least we are armoured slightly. Oh, and the flak pants. There we go. So add bills, cremate corpse, do forever. Human corpses, no colonist corpses. There we go. And let's chuck Rue on that, because Rue's in a... Oh, Arctic was already doing it, because we're just team players on this. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's helping out everyone. It's a lovely society we've made. A total democracy. Showing what democracies can do when done right, party people. I mean, I'm the dictator in this democracy, but, you know, you need a dictator in a democracy. Otherwise, it's not really a democracy. Do you know what I mean? It makes perfect sense. Don't even think about it, party people. Don't start talking to Rue or Frigo and getting them to join a union or anything like that, because I'll cut you all down. I hope you understand that. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.